Hello everyone, welcome to Aarshi, and one-step solution from KG to PG.
In our today's class, we'll discuss about the other types of law, that is ordinance, regulation, bylaw, order, and we'll also discuss about the mechanism or bodies of law. As in our earlier class, we have already discussed about act and rules. So in our today's class, we'll discuss about the other types of law. So let's begin with ordinance. So ordinance is a temporary law which is created at the time of emergency situation by the President of India, which is applicable to all over India, or it can be created by the governor of a particular state, which will be applicable to that particular state only. That means it is a type of law which is passed by President or governor of the state when there is a requirement of urgent law, but during that time our parliament or state legislative assembly or state legislation is not functioning. So at that moment our president or the governor of the particular state can pass a law which will be regarded as ordinance. It is a temporary law because it is valid for 6 weeks. Once both the houses of parliament or the state legislative assembly have started functioning, means till the parliament has not started functioning, it will prevail. But once the parliament is opened or state legislative assemblies started functioning, then the validity of the ordinance will be for 6 weeks. After 6 weeks, the validity of ordinance will get over. So this is all about ordinance. So we can highlight some few words that ordinance is a type of law. It is a temporary law which is valid for 6 weeks from the date of opening of parliament. Thereafter, it can be passed by the president or can be passed by the governor. If President of India passed the ordinance, then that ordinance is applicable to all over India. And if the ordinance is passed by the governor of that particular state, then it is applicable to that particular state. And it is created in case of emergency situation when our country needs an urgent law, but at that time our parliament or the state legislative assembly is not functioning. So this is all about ordinance. Thereafter, regulations. So regulation is an important kind of law, or we can define regulation as a process of monitoring and enforcing law. It is created by a regulatory body established under an act. Example, RBI, SEBI, etc. Now, bylaw. So bylaw is an important kind of law and it is a type of law which is made by a regulatory body to manage their own affairs, to manage themselves. Now next, order. So order is also an important version, an important type of law which is passed by adjudicating authority, and it is applicable for a particular person against whom such order has been passed. So this is all about law. So we have discussed about law, the 6 versions of law, that is act, rules, ordinance, regulations, bylaws and order. Now we'll talk about the mechanism or bodies of law. So the operating of law depend upon 3 mechanisms, that is legislative, executive and judicial. Now what is legislative, what is executive and what is judicial? So legislative means those who make law. There are various examples like parliament is also a legislative body because it make central act. State legislative assembly is a legislative body because it makes state act. Central government, state government are also the part of legislative because they make rules. Thereafter, governor of the particular state and President of India is also a part of state legislative body because they pass ordinance, which is a type of law. Thereafter, adjudicating authority is also a part of legislative because they pass order. Thereafter, in case of regulation, regulatory bodies are the part of legislatives because legislative means what? Those who pass law. So these are the bodies who pass law. Thereafter, executive. Executive means those who implement law. So there are various ministries of government who implement law. Examples: Ministry of Defense, Ministry of Corporate Affairs, Ministry of External Affairs, Ministry of Commerce and Industry and many more. who implement the law in the country. Thereafter, judicial. Judicial are those who interpret the law and pass judgment. Example, courts, tribunals, etc. So our law is depended upon the three mechanisms, that is legislative, executive and judicial. Legislative means those who make law, executive means those who implement law, and judicial means those who interpret and pass order. So this is all about the introduction of law. In our next class, we'll initiate one of the important act of business law, that is Indian Contract Act 1872. So till that, stay tuned. Be in touch with the videos. Thank you very much for watching.